1 minute of stamina. We're back. We're back, boys. Let me just get a drink. Let me get a drink, and we're back for probably like a 4-hour stream or so. You're here from minute 1 passing. Look at you. You're in for a treat.
That's another tone, and I hate getting vulnerable, but you can have my whole soul, and we're not holding back any hesitancy we had to the fast lane.
All right. Ah. Now to decide what we're gonna do. You do that, Spaghetti, you do that. Saviolo with a prime sub straight away. Thank you very much. Cold beer and girlfriend is out of town. Can life get better? Well, it could when I wasn't streaming, but now that I'm streaming and you're watching me, no, it cannot get any better. What's the plan today? It's a good question. I don't actually know just yet. Just logged in. Got no stamina. No responsibilities. We do what we want. Definitely going to be trying Azelon walls at some point. I think I have it booked. I have it booked at 8 o'clock in 1.5 hours. That's when we're going to try Azelon walls. Otherwise, somebody wanted me to try Pumin. No, not Pumin. Sorry, Plague Seal. Let me just book Plague Seal now. Maybe we're going to go Plague Seal first, just to see how it goes. Let me see if I can book it before somebody else takes it. All right. So we're gonna start with Plague Seal, I guess. Then we'll see. Honestly, nothing set in stone. Magic level 46. I got 47 earlier today. All right. Okay, so Plague. What do we have on Plague? We have Plague Smiths. We have what do we apply there? Low blow, savage blow, low blow, right? Let's stick low blow and plagues. I don't think I have any of the other creatures, so let's have it. They have grime leeches, which we don't actually have. It's a good good opportunity to progress some of those. Vex claws. There's no Vex claws in Plague Smiths, is there? At Plague, is there? It's health layers, right? 4,000 health. My God. Definitely need an elemental charm for those. Grime leeches have 9,000, so they probably savage blow, and then you've got defilers, right? 3,600. I could probably one-shot those with savage blow on. We'll see. We'll see. We monks will get yeeted tomorrow. Enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah. Potentially. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I think I may get some blame. Hey Kusnier, do you use Moonlight Crystal on your werewolf helmet ever? Nope, I don't have a werewolf helmet. I never use it. Hey Kusnier, I'm hunting a Sura Mirror and I'm getting around 3.5 kk Roy XP without any praise or runes. For a 260 monk with a Drachaku, do you think it's a good experience? I mean, that is good experience for a level 260. I'm not sure that it's a good experience for a Sura Mirror. I mean, you are using a Drachaku, which is not ideal. I still kind of feel like you could be getting a bit more. Although no praise, no charms means it's pretty hard. I don't know if there's any point you hunting there, if that's what you get in. I'm sure you could get more at like Yalahar Grim Reapers than 3.5 kk raw at that level with Drachaku, no? Don't know. I think, yeah. Exactly. Could you go Reapers? It's gonna be better. Hey, Dramat. Alright. Let me get some ultimates going. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know if it's not going to be too hard. I also don't know exactly how you hunt there, but we're going to try. I paid 4.5 KTC for the boots, around 155 KK. When's a good level to abandon and sell my werewolf helmet? I'm using it for speed boost at the moment, but don't mind eating it to the market before level 200. I have never used a dwarven helmet in my a werewolf helmet in my life. I don't know when is the good time for it. 4.5, yeah, I paid 4.5. It was a guy on my server selling out his Oh, I just I just stole a demon shield from a random grime lich on the floor. I'm sorry. I don't know. It was instinct. Okay, I just looted a grime lich that was lying there. Okay, I'm sorry, whoever's hunting here. It was just there. Well, shouldn't have left it. Whoever you are. Right. We need we need dwarven ring here, right? Grime leeches make you drunk, right? From what I remember. Yeah, this place is really tough until you have Hellflayer charms. I really think you need Hellflayer charms, and I don't have. I don't have that many of them done. It's gonna take a long time. When you're standing still, you don't need the dwarven ring. Well, technically true, but I am also a very, very lazy player, and I don't really like ring switching. So it's better to hunt on the level above, right? -2, I guess. The Hellflayers are the problem. They're going to be really problematic. But I have to get the bestiary somehow, right? Your favorite place in Tibia? I'm not a massive fan, actually, of this place. It's okay. Once you have full charms, it's okay. But, I don't know. What is my best bet for getting Hellflayer bestiary? It has to be here, right? Can I get it faster somewhere else? It's so slow. Oh, we're in the wrong virtue. Still in virtue of harmony. Stupid virtue changing whenever you relog. Ridiculous. That should make it a bit easier now. You're gonna get level 1000 on this monk? I don't know. I worry that I'm gonna burn out eventually. I have fun, but I do worry that, you know, I'm gonna reach a certain level where it's gonna be like, well, just the same place to hunt for the next 200 levels, which I don't enjoy very much. We'll have to see. As long as I'm having fun, I'm going to play it. But if I stop having fun, then obviously I'll stop. All right. I don't know about this. A lot of content to remake after the rebalance. Yeah, probably. Every vocation from scratch, right? Ugh. Tell your Kamas if you get tired. Oh yeah, I know. If I was like taking a break for a few months, I'd definitely be selling it. I do think the price is going down. Hey, Rich. Yes, I don't know how long we're gonna stay here. I can already tell I'm not like super enjoying it. It's fine. And probably quite profitable, of course. But the health layers, man, they have too much health. And they deal too much damage. And the bestiary is so slow, I don't actually know when I will ever complete the bestiary for them. Okay. Do not do diagonals here. If I get nasty paralyzed while doing a diagonal, it's gonna be tricky. You come here with your 250 MS. For spot suggestions, please visit Tibia Pal. I don't remember from the top of my head where to go at what level. All right, 3 health layers. Go. Have they said anything about rebalancing or upcoming nerfs in the last few days? No, they don't have they wouldn't say anything. The rebalance, when you talk about the rebalance, presumably mean all the other vocations as well. Rebalance is not happening for months and months. The only thing that we're gonna get in the next few months is going to be monk nerfs. All right, 2 health layers on me, a big pack. Let's see how this goes. 2 health layers facing me.
From the start, change the way that I perceive the night.
Alright, easy. Oh, the paralyze. Which seal is the best in general? Oh boy. I mean, that really depends on your vocation and level. Loads of the seals are like viable now and huntable at different level ranges. The Dark Torturous seal is definitely very huntable. This seal is huntable. Pumin was nerfed, I think, recently, but still pretty huntable, I think. Infernatal, I think, was nerfed, but also still huntable. I think the word only honest Willig for N. Thank you for the prime, so appreciate it. I think the worst seal that only really one that's like not hunted at all is Bazir. I mean, that was probably the worst. Then probably the Jug seal, I guess, would be the second worst. Not many people hunt that, but I think that has okay potential for the monk, maybe on higher levels. Yeah, they're mostly okay. They've been rebalanced pretty nicely, but I wouldn't say any of them are like broken. Yes, you can check my resistances in the hunt analyzer or in the skills now. MPA, oh, nice. First MPA. Yeah, Prophet, of course, is pretty good in this spot. And it doesn't feel, it doesn't feel super difficult. Like, as long as I'm not overluring, it's okay. It just doesn't feel that great. I think this spot would be pretty good with full charms. But until then, it's kind of meh, I think. It's the hell, until I have the charm on the health layers. Health layers are definitely the first monster where I would absolutely apply elemental charms on. They have way too much health for crit charms, even for the monk. Always a fun drop on the MPA, yes, it feels great. Just like Boots of Haste, always feel great. At least to me, I really like to see those. The Demon Shield. Yes, I really thought it would just be a random monster of a few gold pieces and bam, we've got a Demon Shield. Yeah. Yeeted that from him, whoever was hunting there. Never mind. It's only 30k. He'll live. You know someone in Nevi who can sell a Cobra BO? No. I know Ginger Waller was selling off all his gear recently. Honestly, I don't even think he had a Cobra BO, actually. I think he was trying to get one from Arva. So yeah, he wouldn't have had one. No, sorry. Don't think so. I think so. Really hard to get your hands on that one, I know. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, am I in trouble here? Feels like I may be slightly in trouble, but probably okay. I can always kite back here. It is a tough spot. Yeah, I know. I know I keep saying it, but you really need charms to hunt here. The problem is, how do you get the charms without hunting here in the first place? Guess you'd have to team hunt or something. Let's see, 12 minutes in, we have 22 defilers. So it looks like, sorry, not 22 defilers, 22 health players. So health player, yeah. So it looks like, you know, 110 health players an hour. And I need like 1,300 or something for bestiary. So I'd have to hunt here for like 13 hours before I'd have the health player bestiary. It's not happening. I'm not hunting here for that long. You still use the outburst wheel? No, at the moment I use the ascetic with +1 chain penance in the gift of life quadrant, and then virtue of justice. No, I'm not using spiritual outburst at the moment. How much is it selling for? The Cobra BO around 50 plus KK if you can find someone to actually sell it. Are you enjoying the paralyze? You know what? It's not too bad. The paralyze on monk is usually not too bad, because, you know, every time we cast a spell, we remove it due to the heal. So it's actually not as bad. Experience is not terrible though, you know. It looks like we're doing about 4.5 raw, which, you know what, is not actually terrible considering no charms. Basically, I think with charms we'll be doing over 5kk raw, which for what's basically a profit respawn, right? It's not actually too bad, I suppose. Always go for Jug Seal. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to go Jug Seal. Jug Seal I'll actually really like as a respawn. It's one of my favorite seals. Did you clip that near death from last stream? I did. If you go on to like my stream, it should be, and you go for clips, it should be the first pinned one. Maybe someone can post that in the chat if you can find it. Chatter. Go on. What do I pay you for? Why don't you get the link to the clip? Yeah, I do have Jug bestiary by the looks of things. So yeah, I could probably go Jug Seal. Doesn't Jug Seal have health layers as well though? So I would still be struggling because of the health layers. I'm gonna go Jug Seal once I have health layer bestiary. Monk nerfs tomorrow. It's likely. It was always my prediction, but we'll see, you know. People were crying that the monk was GG after the previous nerf, but doesn't seem that way. Oh shit. My dwarven ring ran out. Oh, my dwarven ring ran out, and it pushed me to the side instead of going down, and I got myself into a 7-box. Woo! Heart rate up again. Damn it, Tibia. Alternatively, if anybody's in my Discord server, I posted the link to the clip in the English chat section, like I think not that long ago. You should be able to find it there and grab the link if anybody wants to see it. Heart rate monitor. You know what, that would actually be pretty fun, except the problem is that only really goes up, you know, maybe once per 10 hours or so. it would be pretty boring majority of the time. Thank you, Raffle. There's the stream. There's the clip, sorry, from earlier today. And you know what? I have to say, when I rewatched the clip, I was actually kind of impressed with with myself. Like, that was a pretty clutch escape. And if you like, I had to slow the video to like 0.25 and then like really try hard to even catch the singular frame where I cast Focus Serenity to recharge my spender. Like, I cast the spender, sweep and takedown, and then cast Focus Serenity so close together, so fast that you can't even really see me losing the harmony stacks. I have to say, I didn't even realize at the time when I did it that it was so so perfectly timed. Gotta say, I was pretty impressed with the clip after I rewatched it. Right, we're struggling here again. I don't like this respawn, it's too hard. Look at this, what the fuck?
Antidepressants, all you need is time. No communication, ringing me on FaceTime, baby, I ain't picking up. And next time you see me, you'll be completely glad that we broke up. Take it from me, you'll feel better.
Okay, so you can trap some of the health layers to make it easier. Well, good, I guess, but the problem is I actually really want the health layer bestiary, so like trapping the health layers is kind of counterintuitive to that. So I don't know that I want to do it. What is my best bet for doing health layer bestiary solo? How's the Undead Dragon Seal? Does that have like any significant amount of health layers? I want to do the health layer bestiary, but I don't know what is the best place to do it solo at this level. Is it here? 100 per hour or whatever it is? Yeah, about 120 per hour. How about Pumin? Could I hunt Pumin? Maybe Pumin would be better. Maybe DT Seal. DT Seal is not going to be that good, I think, because I have to use physical there from what I remember. Does it not have like demons, regular demons, or does it? Do I have to use physical at DT Seal? I swear when I looked at it, I felt like I needed to use physical there, which would make it bad. But maybe I imagined it. Maybe I don't need to. What element do I use at DT Seal? Human has more, but it's harder. Well, that's okay because I can just do different smaller pulls, right? If I don't care about optimizing the results necessarily, but I care about optimizing health layers per hour, then I could just go Pumin in that case and just hunt it differently, right? Just focus the health layers. Maybe we stay here a little bit longer. I would, because I can see that I have 130 grime leeches left for bestiary. So maybe we just we stay here long enough just to do that, and then next time we can try Pumin, maybe. Hello, Angel. How's it going? How you doing? All good. All good. Just had a mini heart attack because my Dwarven ring ran out. And instead of like kiting down, I kited the wrong way and got surrounded by monsters. Not a fun one. But we lived. We live again. Yeah, okay, all right. You know what? You know, this I don't love it. I don't love it here, but the profit looks good. The EXP is fine. Anyway, I don't have bestiary or boost, so it's not like I'm really, you know, PGing. Anyway, let's stay in here until I do the Grime Leech bestiary. And then let's try out Pumin after, assuming it's free. I don't know if it is. If Pumin is free, maybe we can go Pumin after. Farek. Hello, you can easily hunt on Undead's -2. There are quite a lot of health layers. Yeah? I seem to recall... oh, hang on a second. I think this is maybe a bit of a tricky pull. Or maybe we're okay. I think I went on the Dragons on the test server, and I think I thought it was too hard. Is that... Do you think I can do it? Maybe we can try Undeads as well then. I don't know if I have Bestiary on Undeads. I always thought Undead Dragons was a pretty difficult respawn compared to like Human and Plague. Is it easier? Human is not free. Okay. Just go to -2, not -1 for Undead. Okay. Alright. I mean, I have 100 Undead Dragons killed, so I do need to do that Bestiary anyway. Can you show how your wheel is right now? Okay, yeah, just quickly. Yeah, Aesthetic plus Chain Penance in the top, in the Gift of Life quadrant. You can try and click. You can click clip now and just have a look, and there if you need a longer look. Did you read in the forum that new equipment is not BIS? Yeah, I saw that, but that was kind of expected as soon as the teaser was announced, right? If you looked into the difficulty of the spot, I already expected it not to be best in slot, so I didn't really need much confirmation from Nyadus or Liamas, whoever was talking about it. Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, Soul War has lasted so long at this point. It's kind of funny. But yeah, whatever. But they do have 2 content teasers. This was content teaser 1. Maybe the content teaser 2 will have best in slot. Who knows? Okay, so we've just leveled up, and it's 2.5 hours for 1 more level. How much experience do I need now per level? 11 million. Oh, it's really starting to ramp up. Well, maybe we'll get 1 more level today then. If we're hunting all on orange stamina with no boost, no praise. It's unfortunately looks like it's starting to take a long time for a level. Maybe we'll try on the dragons then, if Farek here says that -2 is relatively easy. What do you have on the dragons? You have health layers, blight walkers on the dragons, and vex claws, right? You don't have. I don't think you have grime leashes there, right? Chinek with a raid. Thank you very much, Chinek. Welcome everyone. Gemma. No grimes, yeah, indeed. Okay, fine. All right, if Puman is taken, then that's what we're gonna do. Maybe afterwards. Let's finish off this bestiary then on the grime leeches, and then we're gonna hit on the dragon seal to see, and see how fast we can do health players there. In your opinion, do you think I should buy an RP or monk? I have a team hunt and also solo hunt as well. Level range is 300. I mean, level 300 monks at this point are very expensive, just because there's not all that many of them available. And we don't really know what's going to happen with the monks long term. If you have already a team hunt that people want to play with you, I would probably just go for the paladin, unless you are very interested in playing the monk. It's just kind of safer to go for the paladin, I think. But for solo hunting, the monk is a lot better than a paladin at level 300. Also much more expensive though, currently. Alright, we're gonna try on the dragon seal. -2, apparently easier. Okay, alright. Eight level monk with 90 fists is worth something to put on market. 90 fist already from offline training alone? I'm surprised. Are you sure that's not with like +5 loyalty? I think my offline trade monks since day one have 89 or 90 fist, but they are with plus like 4 or 5 loyalty. So unless you actually invested in the character and used some training weapons. Well, how long would you test Puman? It's alright, Rubenos, don't worry. I don't wanna feel pressurized. I'll just test it another time. No big deal. Not that popular over a spot. I'll be able to get it some other time. I don't know that the level 8 would be worth all that much. I think a lot of people would have created characters on day one that they skilled for the monk. Majority of them aren't selling yet, but I don't think that it would be that worth. I think it would probably sell, but I don't know. Maybe it would sell for like 100, 150 Tibia coins, maybe 200. Don't know if it's worth your time. Is it going to be a big patch? I have no idea what's going to be in the patch, friend. We're going to have to see tomorrow. I'm anticipating some rebalancing to the monk vocation, perhaps. But we shall see. What vocation is least gear dependent? Probably well, obviously the mages, druid and sorcerer. I don't know if either of them is less or more dependent than the other. Probably not. Probably about similar. Oh shit. Wonder what level 300 paladin with 36 base magic and 115 distance would be worth on a non-PvP. Probably a level 50 monk. It'd be worth a little bit more, but probably not terribly much. 1,000 bitcoins, 1,500 maybe. I think it'll be perfect on Undead since you have weapon advantage. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna try it. Like I said, the problem is I remember going there on the test server and like dying very quickly. It's possible that I was playing the test server, so I was playing very aggressively and just disrespected them. So we can try again. But yeah, I definitely died there on the test server. What would be the least gear dependent beside mages? Oh god. I don't know. All monk, paladin, and EK all scale quite hard with gear, so I don't know that I can call either of them not gear dependent. And even least gear dependent, I don't know. They're all gear dependent heavily. I don't know. Maybe paladins are least gear dependent out of those three. But I don't know, it's close. But you really want the best in slot gear on the paladin as well, otherwise you're really squishy. $782k profit in 31 minutes while not having any charms and generally speaking struggling a fair amount. Yeah, this is definitely a good profit spot as expected. Of course. and experience is okay. I think once we get like full charms here, we'll probably be doing pretty good numbers. Might be that you've tried -1. I mean, I died very quickly when getting there. I don't know what you hunt when you get there. I guess you hunt -1 when you first get there. Chain Penance is nerfed. Would you be moving back to Harmony instead of Justice? We'd have to test. It depends on the severity of the nerf, but it's possible. Like, the current wheel and Justice work very well with a strong Chain Penance. It is possible that if Chain Penance was nerfed too hard, I would be switching back to Harmony. Yep. Have a big pull here. I'm just going to 4-box from the start. What build are you playing on Friday in new PoE League? Actually, I don't know yet. I wanted to play Flicker Strike, but actually, we are now hosting a private guild league with a couple of friends, which means that there may not be enough items to play Flicker Strike. So we're gonna have to see. And speaking of, if anybody is interested in playing PoE this weekend, we are hosting a private league that if you want to, you're happy to join and play in, like, you know, a smaller league of like 20-30 people. Very fun. We've got the command in the chat, like !PoE GSF, with the link where you can apply, you can be added, and you could play with us in a private league if that sounds like something you might be interested in. And yeah, have fun. Half of Exile. There you go. I don't know how many people end up playing it. I expect somewhere between 30 and 50. So it should be like a relatively good experience. A little bit different to default Trade League, but yeah, still enough people to get all the stuff that you may need. Usually. There's a new season? Yeah, there's a new season on Friday. New league on Friday at 10 PM, I think. Finland versus Poland, who's going to win? I don't really follow football much. I have heard about all the drama with Lewandowski over the past couple of days. Impossible not to have heard about it. I think it's bloody Prime Minister getting involved, apparently. I don't know. I don't know why, but I don't know. I guess Poland are probably the favorites, although you can't ever really bet on the Polish football team, so we'll see. What vocation has been the most fun to do charm points? EK, probably. Probably EK. Well, EK, okay, so it depends. Like the most fun, you know, for like garbage stuff is majors, because you just, you know, you run around GFBing at even low level and you have good damage. The monk, the EK, and also monk kind of as well, are very easy to like push your charm points very high because you can hunt everything. Paladin also is pretty good for it. So if you want to, you know, go for 20,000 charm points, you know, EK and monk are very, very good, and mages less so because they don't get to hunt like everything like the EKs and monks do. And generally speaking, I am a big fan of bestiary and charm hunting anyway, so it's always been pretty enjoyable for me on all vocations. I think monk is pretty fun for bestiary as well, because you can hunt basically everything. Where do I get promotion as the monk? In the same island where you like leave Dawnport. You know, Blue Valley. You have to go up the staircase there and ask for promotion from the same guy who you buy spells from, if you've bought some spells. What vocation is the least charm dependent? Probably mages. I mean, paladins do tons of the damage with charms, obviously, and monks and EKs depend on the extra leech from low blow and savage blow quite a lot. So yeah, I guess mages are the ones who don't really care that much about charms. Obviously, they still benefit from charms greatly, as charms do unlock a lot of power. But, you know, if I had to play with no charms, I would definitely go for the mage. So if you hate bestiary, okay, if you hate bestiary, then mages are probably a good choice. Look at legs, please. What, my legs? They still seem to be there. Everything's in working order. What should be my first charm as paladin? You know, I don't really know recommendation for paladin charms. Technically elementals probably, but I do also like low blow on paladin a lot, especially on the lower level. It feels great in like Rashomon West and stuff. So I'm struggling to do a recommendation for paladin. Obviously just go for like freeze, zap, divine wrath, you're gonna be fine. But I do also like low blow as well. Sorry for repeating, but it may be useful for tests. Without Fatal Hold for Blightwalkers, it may be quite annoying. I have Blightwalkers unlocked, no problem. Do you ever swap to sustain when you feel it's getting spicy? I like to do that. No, I don't have enough of a muscle memory for that. Good to have that. Fair enough, if you're capable of doing that. I feel like if I'm in a spicy box, I don't know that I have the clarity of mind to think of just one more thing to do, you know? That does make sense to do it. But it's just that one extra thing that, you know, may distract you from actually doing damage and stuff. Gotta subscribe to my Only Feet page. That was supposed to be just for me and you, Willig. I was actually thinking of putting Savage Blow for Silencer or Guzzle. Yeah? That's the thing, like, it feels really good as well on the Paladin. But the elemental charms feel great as well with the double charm proc, right? It's tough, like, it's tricky. I'm undecided about Paladin charms, to be honest. I know that the Savage Blow and Low Blow don't scale as well for the Paladin, because the Diamond Arrow damage does not really scale all that hard. So even if you crit with those, it's not that amazing. And the higher level you are, maybe you're benefiting from that leech a bit less as well. Whereas elemental charms really do lots of damage for you. But still, Low Blow feels great on low level Paladin. Lowish, right? Or still at like 500 still feels great. Don't know. How would you not have a charm by 400? Surely you haven't done the same thing for 400 levels. Are you new to Tibia? People on like the same respawn for months on end. That's perfectly possible. Feels like there's a little respawn here for some reason. Is there some more here? Oh, okay, here we go. A video about gear. I got this trash start robe. I don't know. What you should do, Lilith Tim. It's really hard to read your name with this purple collar, and it looks like you've got like a barcode name almost, like a lot of L's and I's and stuff. Sorry. What you might want to have a look at, and that was the idea behind the tool, is tibiapal.com equipment. Lil Timmy. Okay, all right, fine. See, that makes sense, but it's really hard to read if I'm, you know, playing and just looking to the side. I would never see that it's Lil Timmy, but okay. Anyway, you may want to go for tibiapal.com/equipment. That was supposed to serve as a self-reference to know what you should be upgrading to in each slot for each vocation. So maybe you do that and have a look, and then let me know if anything's not clear or if you still need some clarifications for any particular item slot. And anyway, also for gearing, what you can do is you can visit my monk guides. For each level range, you know, I talk about what is the expected sort of equipment that you would be wearing for each, in each level range, and what to upgrade to. So it is there. I don't have a very specific equipment video because I don't think I really need to have with everything else that I have with the range guides and with Tibia.pal equipment subsite. Do you recommend Savage Blow for level 800, level 500 EK? Yeah, sure. I mean, low blow, savage blow, parry. I like and overpower. I like the default 4 charms these days for the EK, I think. Yeah, I actually don't use elemental charms all that much. Still want them for, you know, a few creatures when they're needed, but generally speaking, you don't actually use elemental charms these days very much on the EK. Any plan to go hunt in Russia or prisons? So Russia, I've hunted plenty, and I'm assuming you mean Rashomon West. I don't know, maybe you mean Upper Rashomon, maybe you should clarify. I've hunted Rashomon West plenty. It's okay, but physical is not very good overall, so it's not that amazing. Upper Rashomon is good. And I've hunted there, but I have bestiary done there and stuff, so I don't really have much incentive to go there. But yeah, we could go Upper Rashomon again at some point just to showcase. And prison is not that great because you kind of have to use physical there as well. Even though energy is largely fine, it becomes a problem with the energy elemental summons. On the EK, you can kind of avoid it by using like poison bombs below you. And also your spells don't target the energy elementals. The problem is in prison with the energy elementals, your chain penance goes for the max health creature. And if you're using energy, that means all the energy elementals are always full health and they're not dying and they're all eating the chain penance over and over and over, which means you need to be using physical there, which means it's just not very good because of that, because physical is just not very good overall. So makes prison very good overall. Upper Rashomon is good though, if you're asking about that. Over 6kk roll. Hello Disney, I'm afraid I don't speak what I'm assuming to be Portuguese.
Will I find you somehow? I hope you're okay. All those memories in your driveway. Can we turn back time before it flies away? Can I hold on to some?
Maybe a store guide. Yeah. This is where you buy the EXP boost. You're welcome. Monk too strong. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm exactly relaxing here. Like this spot is actually pretty damn hard, even for the monk. But it's fine. It's fine. All right. 47 minutes in beyond my helmet. 24 grime leeches to bestiary. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done. And then we can leave from here and maybe check out Undead Dragon Seal. How strong will the nerf for the monk be? Yet again, I do not work for Tipsoft, believe it or not. So we're going to have to see. I am fairly confident that the nerf will not be overly harsh. I do think Tipsoft is taking a reasonably sane approach, but nevertheless, I do not work for Tipsoft, and if they decide to go very hard with the nerfs, then you know, there's nothing I can do, and we're gonna have to see. I expect to see some sort of changes tomorrow. I'd be very surprised if there weren't any. Well, maybe I'll be surprised. We'll find out about 15 hours from now or so. I'll be live. I'll be ready to eat my hat if there is no nerf. But yeah, we'll see. How many charms point do I need to unlock low blow T2 and savage blow T2? 4,000. I do not work for Tipsoft. Nobody that works that actually plays the game. True. Very true. Analyzing every word, huh? You're on to me. Need to watch what I say, or my NDA will be violated. What? Answer yourselves this. Have you ever seen Nyadis and Kusnier in the same room at the same time? I'm not saying I'm Nyadis, but just think about it. Ooh, I will try Truosaurus on the test server. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, so tomorrow is the backup, so I'll be like level 472. What could we test? Yeah, I think Truosaurus are possible. Probably not zero supply, no. I don't think we'll be able to do zero supply. Actually, we can probably leave, right? 6 Grime Leeches will probably do it on the -1 on the way out. How are we looking? 1.1 KK profit in 50 minutes. So good, but not like unbelievable, you know? All right. I suppose I could have exited through the boss, right? Never mind. No nerf, my guy. There was no patch. There's a patch tomorrow. There was no patch because of the public holiday in Germany. I still... If there's a nerf tomorrow, I still claim that I was right about the 10th of June. I meant the first patch after the double skill, which would normally be the 10th of June if there wasn't a public holiday in Germany. So I'm still going to claim I was right if there's a nerf tomorrow, which I do expect there to be. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're okay because there's no health layers on me, even though we're 6 boxing. All right. Gain penance, reduced amount of targets by 1. if they are smart, whatever nerfs they do are not going to be super impactful for late game. And reducing targets on chain penance is a horrible nerf for the end game when the monk is already not that great with like targets that they can hit. So I really hope that's not the nerf they go for. Because that is like a terrible nerf for endgame monk, which already is not really seen as being that powerful. Praying you wrong. Me too. I mean, I don't want there to be a nerf. I'm not. I don't actually want it to be a nerf. Regardless of what Reddit may seem to think. I love their vocation, and I want to enjoy it as long as possible. And obviously nerfs take away from that somewhat. But we'll see. On a more serious note, as an extremely poor level 530 paladin, would it be worth to just save for soul and alchon items and stay with my tiered prismatic set and lion bow, or buy the middle of the way items? I think at that level I would probably just save for the best in slot and skip the middle. Personally, just go full on farming for the next 2 months and just skip the middle of the items personally. Hello, monks are OP, you shouldn't be able to hunt there at your level. How rude. Don't tell me what I should and shouldn't be able to do. I think a club EK can probably hunt there with a soul maimer. No? I'm thinking of rooking an ED 200 with 2k charm points to start a monk, but I'm afraid the nerf is too strong. I play solo and I have an EK 214. Any tips? Well, just wait for tomorrow, right? And anyway, 2k charm points, in my opinion, not really worth nerfing. If you're gonna nerf, make sure to get at least like 5-6k. Those characters are still pretty cheap. Personally, if you can afford it, of course. I mean, I don't know what your budget is. Oh, hello, Rubenos. Hello. How do they usually nerf a vocation? Honestly, it varies, but they don't often nerf. I mean, monk is obviously a one-off, considering it's a new vocation. It's a bit different, right? Sorry if it's a repetitive question, but you work for Tip, so I better ask you. Okay. Did Harmony end up being better at Infernox yesterday? You know what? Yes, I think so. It was slightly better. So Harmony at Infernox was slightly better experience-wise, but it was harder. It was harder to play because I had way less leech and way less reliable leech, right? So we'll see what ends up being better overall. But I think Harmony is maybe better for team hunting where you don't need that extra leech and you're doing big boxes. It's maybe better for like really dense respawns like Infernox, but it's harder because you have less reliable leech. Tried Crypt Warriors yet? If so, how was it? It was good. Elites, I mean. Oh no, I haven't tried Elites. I tried Crypt Warriors. Crypt Warriors were good. I haven't tried Elites. Maybe we'll try Elites on the test server. Kusnier, I love you. Hello, Axizor. I like you. If the monk is nerfed tomorrow, but still be playable, stop streaming for a year. No. I'll do you one better. If the monk is still playable tomorrow after the nerf, I'm restarting my zero supply hunt series and doing them again after the nerf. Cobra Bastion today. You have that scout spray, right? I re-rolled it. I don't want to go Cobra Bastion. I don't enjoy it very much, you know. I'll go down a higher level, but don't enjoy it too much. Do you think deep lanes are better than lava lurkers at 105? I think deep lanes are likely a little bit too hard at 105. Last 530 RP question. Disregarding EXP per hour, what place should I hunt for profit? Please don't say demons. Why would I say demons? Who the fuck hunts demons. How random. Please don't say this random spawn nobody hunts. Okay. I guess Maripur turtles, maybe, would probably be the best profitable hunt disregarding XP. Other than that, I don't remember. Probably Maripur turtles still. I don't understand why they nerf vocation instead of boosting the other ones, because then you end up in a never-ending power creep and all the game will be trivialized and boring in no time. Is EK a solid class for someone who plans to play completely solo from 200 onwards, or would it be better to play Paladin for long-term solo play? EK is fine. Perfectly fine. EK, Paladin, and Monk are all perfectly fine for solo play forever. People suggest Ormond Demons for some weird reason. Maybe 10 years ago. I don't think I would go there these days. Otherworld, yeah, Otherworld is another good one, but if he's a level 530 Paladin with like a prismatic set trying to farm gold, I worry whether it's not going to be a little bit too hard to hunt Otherworld still. But yes, Otherworld is an option, potentially. Nagakata is the best physical weapon for Monk. Nagakata is an earth weapon, and it's the third best earth weapon after the Sanguine Claw at level 400 and the Cobra BO at 250. Cobra BO is better than the Nagakata. How long does it take to get Addon one? Oh, you mean this outfit? Don't know. Let's have a quick check, because I'm actually curious myself. I want to look it up myself. All right, here we go with Don Grime Leeches. Ooh, I've got all the blue items. So many like expensive blue items and another 3 blue items in the rare category. This is crazy. This must be like one of the like craziest monsters with like varied expensive loot, right? 4 rift items, Abyss Hammer, Nightmare Blade, Demon Shield, Vial Axe, Steel Boots, and Magic Plate Armor, and the Magma Legs there as well. Ridiculous. Ridiculous monster. So was it confirmed already that there will be a Monk nerf tomorrow? No, it wasn't. It's still all just, you know, I was guessing. Okay, so do you get the outfit through trade? Drone Cube. What's the Drone Cube? Is the Drone Cube a random potion? Attires. Wear this outfit proudly and with humility. Okay, I already have this outfit, so you won't let me. You won't tell me how much it is. I'm gonna have to look it up online. Lion of War Tibia. 12,500 drone points. So assuming an average arena level of like 60, which I guess is pretty average for an average Tibian, you're looking at about 20 drone arenas or about 40 weeks worth, right? So, you know, 9 months or so. 9 months maybe. What spot are we? Spot 9. We still looking at getting 2 potions, which would be awesome. I mean, if I can get 2 potions, that is hilarious on a level 470 on a very populated world. Alright. Let me just book the Undead Dragon respawn. Actually, you know what? Oh shit. We have Azelon walls. Let's just go Azelon walls. Let me just have a quick look at Tom from my Discord, Kikero. He's got a VOD from him hunting Azelon walls 6 months ago. Let me have a quick look at what he was doing, because I don't know the route. Let me just see what he's doing real quick. I'll flick through it and see what he's doing. Because he knows He knows how to hunt here, for sure. And we just gotta go Azelon walls for a test. I'm immediately thinking there's not very much room to kite in Azelon walls. Like, I can hunt Azelon castle because I can kite it very effectively. Azelon walls, just from looking at Tom hunting there, seems to be pretty pretty tight. You know? I wonder if I'm going to struggle on Azelon walls more than I would on Azelon castle. It's ironic because it's supposed to be a much easier respawn. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be very good. All right, I've got an idea, so let's go and just try it. Rewards are random. Rewards are based on your ranking. People in levels 1 to 5 get free drone potions. People in rank 10 to 6 get 2 potions. People in the rank 11 to 20 get 1 potion. And then, like, there's some potions randomly distributed for everybody below that. And the potion that you get is random, yes. You're up there with levels 1.4k. I know, ridiculous, isn't it? It's really crazy. There's nobody above me below like level 1.2k or something. And there's still a bunch of people at like over 1k below me. No low level monk now when you're at low stamina. You know what, Fist? That was the original plan. I was gonna be hunting this guy until I run out of stamina and then play low level monk. But then I think I'm gonna have a different plan because Path of Exile is releasing on Friday. So I think I'm probably not gonna play much Tibia on Saturday, Sunday, because I'll be too interested in my Path of Exile gaming. So I figured instead I'm just gonna run down the stamina as much as I can until Friday. And then just not play for like 3 days or so. Kusnier, do you have 200 soul cores? I do. Yes, I do. I do. I did decide, as it's my long-term character, that I will actually do the soul cores on this one. What's your thought on full TH team hunt bursters as a monk? Team is around level 200. Yeah, it's great. Just make sure you use your energy or earth weapon. You should be great. You should be doing most damage, probably. What is the best level range to farm points in Drome? I mean, the higher level, the better, right? I think once you start reaching like level 400, 500, you probably start slowing down the progression a little bit. But obviously, the higher level, the better. Do you have correct wheel this time? I should do. Yeah. Ascetic plus chain penance. All right, let's just give it a go on the Azelon walls. I am not confident it's going to be any better than Azelon Castle. I haven't hunted there ever, so first 10 minutes is probably just going to be me, you know, walking around, seeing what's going on. Well, it looks like nobody's hunting Castle. I could just go Castle. Never mind. All right, let's see. This is there's not very much room to kite. I don't know how. Look, I don't even have the map. I'm gonna have to find out what the map is like. So bear with me. This is gonna be nowhere near as good as Azelon Castle, but let's see what do we have here upstairs. It's kind of like, okay, obviously don't go up here. 2 monsters in here. Let's open this. Open this. Let's do a lap on this floor and then do a lap on the other floor afterwards. Alright, let's see. Can I wallbox 5 of them, or is that even going to be too hard? Oh, it looks like this is a pretty big room, but how the hell am I supposed to get all of these through the door? Okay, so this is a pretty big room. I could just pull them all in here and kill them off and then move on to the next room, maybe. That might be okay. All right. Justice or Harmony? For now, Justice. I find Justice easier. And if I don't know the respawn, then I'd rather go the easy route. Okay. All right. So you do that, and then if this is the layout, if you just pull them all and then go into a big room, then maybe this is okay. Although it's kind of tight to get them all through. Or maybe you just kind of stop here by the door, finish off the pull, and then go in. Test DP Roshamel. I've already done Roshamel a lot. It's over 6kk raw. It's pretty good. Okay, and then how many do you have? Just 4 now. See, that's not enough. So maybe now I pull those out and I go through here. Awkward. It's not amazing, but so far it's easier. I'll say that it's definitely easier than Azzilon Castle. So maybe, for less experienced players, this may be the place to come to do the charms before you go for Azzilon Castle, potentially. For now. Do you ever die? Like, you make it all look so easy and this is just level 400. I don't often die. Sometimes. I mean, you should you've got a few highlights in my clips of me dying, but yeah, not too often, thankfully. I mean, I had one really stupid death on this character when I was waving. I didn't notice I was facing the wrong way in a Sura mirror, and I was waving the wall over and over. Is this new Drakens? Yeah, kind of like that, right? Kind of feels like that. Draken walls. They make the game super easy or what? Nah. The monk is very good at making things look easy, though. A well-played monk is a bit of a menace. I'll admit that. All right. So, okay, so we've finished this floor. Okay, so and there's 4 monsters here. 5. All right, let's see what the upper floor is about. I think the walls definitely have much more room for wall boxing. I feel like, yeah, in Castle, there's no way that you wall box because you just die. There's too many of them. Whereas the density and layout of the walls definitely is much more geared towards potentially doing like a wall boxing style in a few places. Maybe. It'd be good if I could just end up in these big rooms with like 15 of them at a time, but it doesn't seem like that's it's really that possible. Oh, a stupid table right in the middle to prevent them from walking properly. Alright, whatever. You know the Bober Kurva guy in real life? No, I do not. I wish I did. He is He is my hero. How many do we have here? Okay, this is interesting. Ah, we can definitely come up here for a nice little pull.
Same old places come alive. Wherever we are, feels like I'm seeing with new eyes. Even in the dark.
Exura Gran is the best spell to heal at your level range. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Donivta. I've just spent almost an hour hunting at Puma Plague Seal using fucking Exura Gran and not realizing I was using a shitty healing spell. Oh my god. I hunted Plague Seal with Exura Gran. And I made it work for 50 minutes. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh. Well, I'm glad somebody finally pointed it out. Like, so somebody's watching this like, oh, wow, is Exura Gran the best spell at level 472? No. No, it's not. Oh my god. The reason I was using it is because I was doing the zero supply monk hunt at Summer Court. And for that, it was better to use the Exura Gran. But no, I really wish I was not using it at Plague Seal and now at Azzilon. Holy shit. Oh my god. Is this... I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. Oh. The wall's not looking great. Yeah. So far not so great. Means I can get more EXP at Plague. Yeah, Plague Seal? Did I say it was hard? Probably piss easy if I actually use the proper healing spell. Oh my god. We have to go play. we go in Plague again. Oh my god. This feels like something Fiery Soul would do. Yeah. I've been watching too much Fiery Soul. I knew I shouldn't be watching him. Picking up terrible monk habits. Yeah, walls are not great. Like, the corridors are too narrow. If the corridors were a bit bigger, it would be okay, maybe. Oh my god. And it's funny, like a minute prior to that, some guy in chat was like, oh, you make it look so easy. How do you not die and stuff? And I'm like, dude, this isn't even my final form. I was using freaking Exura Gran and making it look easy. Oh god. Not right. Why are these walls why is there 4 monsters here? Like, who's gonna come up here and kill 4 monsters? Like, put 7 or 8 monsters here or something, at least. Right, a healing spell from Dawnport. I sense a challenge. I sense my next series. Okay, I don't like Azzilon walls, I have to say. There's a few pulls which have promise. Especially the southeast room on both floors seemed pretty okay. But otherwise, kind of shit. Maybe we're able to... Let me see if I can come up with a lap where we kind of ignore this northern section. Like, this whole northern section really sucks. Maybe we can, like, just hunt the southern section. Just go left, right, left, right, left, right, and still have enough respawn. That sounds like it could be okay. Free monsters! Who hunts free monsters? Alright, whatever. A Runebrus way with Exura in fear. That would get some views. Let's see if we want a wall box here and finish this off before going further. Or maybe you can open the door and like kind of do a wall box here and see if everything comes. Will that work? No, it doesn't look like it. Nice. Can we pull these through here to this big room here, maybe? So this is a good pull here, definitely. Good pull below. I think maybe it's possible to have like 5-6 pulls, and you know, we're not super strong, and maybe there's a way to make it actually okay. Oh, what am I doing? That's not how you make it okay. Come on, Kusnier. There we go. Hmm. 5 monsters. Nothing else there. I don't think going clockwise or anti-clockwise actually matters. It's just the corridors joining north and south are too narrow. That's the problem. And the density is not very good either in this northern section, at least from what I could tell. Let's see if we can stick to southern section. I think it's possible. I think it's possible that we may have enough here. It's still not going to be as good as Castle, obviously. But now, can we wall box like this and not like get destroyed? It looks like I think we can. Right now that we're using the right healing spell. Wow, this is easy. Ah. This spawn seems to suck hemorrhoids. It's not that bad. Let's have a look. We're doing 4.5 KK raw already. It's not great. Does anyone know if the level below... Everything on the level below belongs to Azelon Castle, I'm guessing, right? It's not like I can go even another level down, right? And start stealing some monsters there from Azelon Castle. After giving suspicious devices, what do you need to do to enter Warzone 5? You need to destroy a pump. So there's like a little energy thingy close to the Warzone entry. If you do go in Warzone 5, if you take a few steps southeast from the teleporter, there's like an energy gate type thing there that you need to walk in, and you need to find a lava pump and you need to right click it, and that's it. Unnecessary, pointless mechanic, but that's how it works. Will you stream any majors? Maybe. Okay, how about this? How about we stop here just before going to the upper level? Looks like the respawn is now keeping up with what I'm planning to do. The question is what the results are going to be like. I think I've picked up the groove now of how to hunt here. So we're 16 minutes in. By the time we're like 25 minutes in, about 9 minutes from now, I expect to have a pretty good grasp of what experience you can get hunting like this. And this is probably the best you can do at walls as a monk, I think. I would guess what we do now, 4.5. I think we'll be doing like 5.2, 5.3, 5.4 maybe, which, you know what, is fine. And it's a lot easier. I think a lot less error prone, you know. It's not like if you take a wrong step and you get yourself trapped, you die like you do on Azelon Castle. So maybe this would be an okay respawn for somebody just trying to get accustomed to the respawn, you know, and learn and unlock the charms. Maybe that's fine. Don't like this table and stuff here, but whatever. But yeah, this is definitely a lot less tense, let's say, than Azelon Castle. Like this, I know that here I get trapped, I can get out of the trap. Like there's only at any time there's at most like 8 monsters around me or whatever. First of all, I'd have to be pretty damn noob to get trapped by 8 monsters. But even if I did, I can probably, you know, survive it without too much drama. But this is probably like an easier version of Castle in the end, ultimately, with worse results. Yeah, maybe a good starting point. Yeah, I can heal up with Exura Gran. Yes. Hello, Michalito. Buy a boost in the middle of the pool. Yeah, I could buy a boost in the middle of the pool here, no problem. Easy. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this is fine. Get here, do a wall box pull, maybe. Like this, so everything comes to you slowly. This is fine. Let's see what results we can get. Like I said, I'm expecting somewhere around 5 KK raw, between 5 and 5.5, I'd say. Azelon Castle, like, is like up to 7 in when you're like really pushing it. Well, maybe more like 6.5. Hey, Monk level 43, where to go up to 50 quick? No profit is fine. Forums with avalanches or GFBs. In Upper Spike or in Port Hope. Damn, I don't know if Monk is broken or you're just too good. At that level, I don't imagine vocations solo hunt here without struggling. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's a bit of both. I think, you know, I'm obviously a fairly experienced player. Is also pretty good at the game. But the Monk is also very strong. Yeah, the doors are kind of annoying here, but... Would this spawn be good for RP? Yeah, this spawn is good for paladins and for EKs. I'm pretty sure both of those vocations hunt here solo, but I'm pretty sure at, you know, a significantly higher level. See if I can. I think I'm pretty sure there's another. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. What keys do you have mapped to your mouse? You can watch my monk hotkey guide. I published that like yesterday, I think, or the day before. I have everything explained. I have it mapped to F1, F12, but it doesn't matter, right? It's whatever you have available. I have a really small keyboard, so I don't have any F keys, so I've just mapped it to F1, F12. Which charm would you unlock first, Low Blow versus Savage Blow, or any of the elemental ones? Low Blow. If you have the points, then Low Blow is the best charm. For the monk, definitely. Oh shit. I thought there was I could exit through there. Never mind. Hope instead of nerfing the monk, they buff all the other vocations. Yeah, you know what? The problem with that, that's a very short-sighted way of looking at it. I mean, I understand it, but the problem with that is you just end up in a massive power creep situation over and over that just lowers the longevity of the game because all the other content becomes trivialized and easy, and that may seem fun to start with, but if everything is super trivial, it's no different from, you know, an OT server. Hang on, did I go too low? I think I went too low, right? I don't want to go to this level. Yeah, I think I went too low. Never mind, let's finish the 5 books and go back up. I have my mouse buttons mapped to keyboard keys. If I hold down my heel, it sometimes blocks mana pots and runes. Yeah, don't hold it down. You can't hold it down. You can't. That's the way Tibia interprets hotkeys. You can't hold it down. I think it does. I think if you keep sending like actions on repeats, I think it'll always block something slightly. I never spam any hotkey to avoid that kind of situation. And for EK solo, Low Blow 2, yes, I would also go for Low Blow first on the EK. EK and Monk benefit greatly from Low Blow. It's very, very powerful. It's expensive, which is a bit of a problem, but overall, very, very powerful. Monk feels like necromancy in RuneScape. The new vocation is so OP that it makes playing the other vocations feel inefficient and a waste. In RuneScape, everyone uses necromancy because it has all the QL changes and blah 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 and all kind of. Yeah, that's how it usually goes with new content, right? The game developers want you to use it and spend money on it in some way, and that's how it usually happens. It happens in virtually every game as well. I mean, I don't know if you guys follow Diablo 4. They had the Diablo 4 expansion and the Spiritborn character class, which was absolutely ridiculously broken at launch. So, yeah. Does damage, charm, proc, vamp, and mana leech? No. Regular elemental charms does not. Do not. But the way low blow and savage blow work, you know, they don't actually deal damage themselves. They just increase your chances for crits, and the crits then give you more leech. This is why people say that low blow and savage blow are very good for basically monk, EK, paladins, because it gives them more vamp and void leech due to the more frequent or more powerful crits. Whereas elemental charms by themselves do not provide any extra leeching. How are we doing? 27 minutes in, 5.4 KK raw. Okay, so yeah, kind of like what I envisioned, I guess. I'm talking about it 15 minutes ago. This does look to be the peak of walls here. 5.5-ish KK raw, which is about 20% worse than castle, but it is a lot easier. So I still think this is not a bad spot, especially if one of these was boosted, right? One of these was boosted, this respawn would be fine. And what's the split like? Let's have a look. You've got about the same amount Brood Riders and Sin Eaters and half Gorgers. So this is the same, right? This is the same as Castle. The monster density and split is exactly the same as Castle. So you don't actually get the faster progression on the Gorgers or anything like that. Oh well. This is fine, right? This is okay. It's... I kind of knew that this wasn't going to be as good as Castle, obviously, or other people, otherwise people would be hunting here. But look, 5.5 raw, you know, it's okay. It's fine. Yes, it's like 5.5 raw for a level 470 is pretty good overall, right? We have 11 minutes on the imbue and the helmet. So I suppose we'll just stay here another 11 minutes just to make sure what the results are like. But yeah, then we're gonna go somewhere else. Maybe maybe that Undead Dragon Seal. Maybe that Plague Seal now that we have a proper healing spell. No, I don't want to go Plague Seal again. That was still not that fun. Even if I had a better healing spell, I don't think it would be that fun. Nice to catch you online, bro. Always watch your videos, even during times I'm not playing Tibia. Super nice content all the way. Thank you. Very kind. I'm glad you were able to finally catch me online. Live. Welcome, welcome. Why isn't it good for mages then? They also leech because the mages have a lot less pressure on the leech. The mages, you know, heal themselves to full health with mostly with their, you know, powerful healing spells, which means that they're not as reliant on life leech. And similarly with mana leech, they, you know, it's rare for a mage to run out of mana when hunting, right? They have ultimate mana potions, which are very, very powerful. And that's basically it. Like, of course, leech is still nice for mages, but for EKs, monks, and paladins, it's often a matter of life and death, being able to leech enough in like a big box. Whereas for mages, it's just a quality of life thing. So it's much more important for the other 3 vocations. Go in, go solo. You can try it on the test server. I don't think I'm trying that on live. Add reflection as percent of HP, not 19 damage. That could be a way to make EK's scale better into endgame indeed. Maybe go full reflection type of class. Also for like ranged attacks and spells, so that they actually deal damage to monsters outside of the box. Yeah, maybe. That would be one way to solve the endgame problems. Ah, come on, black health. 8 health. Ridiculous. Just merge MS and ED. I mean, I'm not necessarily like immediately opposed to the idea, but I think the problem with that would be gear and gems. People have invested a lot into like tiered items, for example, and what would happen with like tiered items. So yeah, I don't think that would that's ever happening. All equips stay the same. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to theorize about. I really don't think Tipsoft is gonna go down that path, though. I'm sorry to say. I think they'll just try to rebalance so they're a bit different. What would you do? Though it's not like mages are in good spots. Yeah, I know. I think largely mages just need a little bit of like quality of life love. I think that's the main problem. Like, I think the potential results are okay, but they just don't feel great to play. You know, make something with the debuff to be more automatic for the mage. Like, for example, instead of having a castable spell, make it like an aura. Like, you know, whenever you have it, you choose which debuff is active, and whenever a monster, you know, enters free SQM within you, they get it applied for like 10 seconds or something, right? That would make mages immediately greater, sorcerers immediately much more fun to play, and much more powerful. You know, stuff like that. You do a few QOL stuff like that. Maybe give them, you know, a little bit more identity, some more death waves or something for the sorcerer. Maybe give them a chain as well, and you know, and you're fine. Like, I don't think mages need that much. They just don't feel very good to play. So if you made them feel better to play, I think people would still play them, because I think the potential for result and stuff is already there. It just doesn't feel great. What if their debuffs get applied on hit? Yeah, that's just another way of doing it. Yeah, instead of like having an aura, make it be an on-hit application. You throw a rune, every monster you hit has the debuff applied for 10 seconds. That would be fine as well. Probably even easier. Probably even the more likely solution, because that sounds like it would be very easy for Tipsoft to implement compared to an aura, right? I don't know that they have the code for an aura type ability. And, you know, Tipsoft does take the easy way out usually. Hello, Swedish. Mages can't solo hunt Worthshed because of a lot of the problems with them. But, you know, I don't think that's necessarily true. If you watch, like, Sva or Tibia MS, you know, playing sorcerers, they do crazy good results, you know, very competitive results with other vocations, and that's why the vocation sucks to play. Make the vocation more fun to play and easier to do these kind of results, and people would play it, I think. Hey, Side 4, haven't seen you in a while. Hello, hello. Went to Edron Cults instead. Cool. Yeah, yep, it is nice and chill there. And good profit as well from the broken shamanic staffs. Wouldn't Aura just be a reverse Serenity with the party distance? I don't think so. I don't think that's how Serenity works under the hood. If I, like, you know, I know a thing or two about programming. I think the Serenity thing is triggered whenever an enemy enters the monk's vicinity. So I would expect that the Serenity logic is it only checks for Serenity state whenever the game notices that a monster enters the range of the monk. It checks if there's more than 5 or 6 monsters. If the answer is yes, then it checks the distance between any potential party members, and if, you know, blah blah blah, and then it makes it non-serene state. I don't think it's an aura that like kind of actively listens for enemies around, you know. But it's irrelevant. It's just an implementation detail. I'm sure if they wanted to, they could code in an aura. I don't think it would be that difficult. You've been traveling for work? Okay, very cool. Traveling for work is like both cool, but also a bit of a chore, right? It depends where you go, I suppose, and depends on your life situation. Like traveling for work when you have young kids kind of sucks, but you know, if you're like a young guy in your 20s and traveling for work is kind of fun, right? So I guess it all depends. Hey, Sheriff. Yes, I missed you dearly, of course. Your kindness is always missed. And depends how often as well. Yeah, exactly. I've been on like one business trip in my life to go to London, which, you know, for me was not much of a business trip, seeing as I lived there before. But yeah. At what time are you starting on Undead's -2? I would like to see, hoping not to miss it. Well, we have 1 minute more in the helmet imbue, and then we're gonna leave, and then we're probably gonna go to Undead. So I guess 10 minutes, maybe. You want to watch how you baited me into it, don't you? I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna dive in the first 15 seconds, and then you're gonna start spamming the Keck W channel reward. I'm on to you. Alright, let's do one more pull here, and we're gonna go. But yeah, just still looking at the analyzer. Yeah, it looks like it's like 5.3, 5.4, and I should say that this is with 4% animus. So, but without charms. So that's also, you know, consideration. I think around 5.2 with no animus, no charms is probably doable here. And this is honestly way easier than Azelon Castle. Now that I've figured out the path to take here and how to go, this is way easier than Azelon Castle. So it is a valid option to come and do your charms. Now, how fast are we doing the charms here? Let's see. Probably still doing about 300 Brood Riders and Sin Eaters. So yeah, you could come here for like 8 hours, unlock the first 2 monsters, and then move on to Castle. I think that's a perfectly reasonable plan. Which monk set can I use before the best in slot set so I don't have too many items in my bag? Oh god, what a strange question. I don't know. Like, just Stoic X robe. And Monk doesn't have that many items. What's the problem? What are you talking about? Like, Monk does not have that many items, does he? I never felt like I had that many items to choose from. Christ. Not like an EK with 10 weapons. Where should I hunt my 270 monk? I have Cobra Bio and Lion Claws. Yeah, thank you, Raffle, for the link. So yeah, you can check that out. With Cobra BO, something like Warzone 5 or Where Tigers would probably be pretty good for you. Also, it's getting really dark, right? Jesus, I need to put some lights on. You can barely see me. Sorry. Let me put some lights on in the living room. Is this better? Still kind of dark. Let me get another one. All right, here we go. This is better. What is Animus? Animus is extra experience. You do Soul Pit. You can read up about it. But basically, bottom line is it's a way to get 4% more experience from monsters. Just like that. What's the third item? Gold. I still have quite a few of those. Let me buy some more anyway. All right. Tomorrow will be a sad day. Well, I'll be live. I'll be live waiting for the patch notes. Marudri Battle Mail worth to buy? Not in my opinion. I didn't get it. I don't think it's that good. It was better when we couldn't see you. Very rude. The official summer update comes tomorrow. Nope. Tomorrow's just a weekly patch where we're anticipating some potential rebalancing things. Unconfirmed. Do not take my word as gospel, but we're expecting it. You form, I'm guessing you're asking where I'm from. And I'm originally Polish. Well, still Polish. I did move to the UK when I was a child and lived there for many, many years. And a few years ago moved back to Poland. I have a dual nationality. I have a British passport and a Polish passport. So yeah, Polish, but also kind of British at the same time. Find it easier to stream in English though. English is my first language. Polish is like my secondary language. Moonspade better than Lion Claws, yes. If you can get a Moonspade, get a Moonspade. It's way more powerful offensive. Lion Claws are more defensive and easier to play with. Couldn't guess the British, you don't have the annoying accent. Well, that depends where you're from, right? If you're from like Newcastle or Liverpool, you have a very different accent than rest of Britain. So chat, what is the prediction for tomorrow's update? Well, I guess I'm not chat, so I can't answer that. I'm not baiting. I thought they would destroy me when I started hunting it, but after a while it was very, very acceptable and really nice profit, and I didn't have weapon. I know you're not baiting. I can tell you're not baiting. I'm just having fun with you. Are you spending any money on the game, or are you self-sustaining? At this point, I'm self-sustaining. I also have some sponsorships with my website and stuff. So yeah, I haven't had to purchase. I haven't had to purchase Tibia coins in years. So yeah, basically self-sustaining. I had like 1 KKK of gear on my paladin that I sold to be able to buy the monk gear though. I couldn't have earned all this money for the monk if I didn't have money from another character. What is the command? There we go. There you go, Luki. All right, let me book the let me book the Undead Dragons, just so I don't anticipate anybody will be there, but you never know. Undead Seal, it's called apparently on the claiming bot. I need to unclaim Azzilon walls. Now claim Undead Seal. Apparently. And book it from 2040 all the way up to, I don't know how long we're going to stay there. Probably not terribly long. 2130. Let's book it for 50 minutes. All right. So, charms. It's still kind of dark. Let me get another light on. Actually, I'm gonna grab a water, get another light on, and then we're gonna go under dragons. Okay, be right back. Hey there, Fakio.
Now I'm bleeding. You wanna help me out, heart beating. Every word from your mouth I'm hearing. You're beating, breaking me down, now losing me now. You said you would let me go, said you would let me find out. Maybe I'm miserable, maybe you're pushing me down. Don't wanna let me go. Said if you love me, you'll love me without you. Lock down your house, so I will hide. I will find a way, I will try. Don't you know they say I will fight when the lights go out, when the lights go out. Now I'm leaving, found the best way out, heart's bleeding. Watching you bleed out, you'll see it. I didn't need you now, need you now. So deceived, all your lies came out. Hate this feeling, all my time runs out. But I don't need you now. Said you would let me go, said you would let me find out. Maybe I'm miserable, maybe you're pushing me down. Don't wanna let me go. Said if you love me, you'll love me without you. Lock down your house, so I will hide. I will find a way, I will try.
I'm here. Hey, Chico. I still have 1 minute to get there. Predictions about tomorrow. Sustain nerf, chain penance nerf. Let me apply charms actually before we go real quick. So, Blightwalkers, right? Fatal hold. I don't have Undead Dragons and I don't have Vex Claws, right? What else is there? Hellflayers. So again, I don't have those either. So I just have Blightwalkers. So I guess we go low blow on Blightwalkers, probably. How much health do they have? 8,000. 130% holy though. Probably Divine Wrath, isn't it? I don't think Low Blow is going to be better than that. All right. Remember to hide, hunt, analyze in case Tipsoft is watching. I think it's too late for this. Check out. I think it's too late for that. I think whatever they have in plan, whatever they have planned for tomorrow, too late. You can skip Vex Claws. There are just 60 of them per hour. All right. I don't have Vex Claws, Undead Dragons, or Health Layers unlocked. So we just have Blightwalkers anyway. By the way, this would be either a genius or a dumb idea. I don't have to read it, and I know it's going to be a dumb idea, but let's go. What if the number of monsters chain hits scaled with level? Like, it could start at 3 targets or something like that, and then you'd gain 1 extra every X levels, capping at some point. Wouldn't that make monk scale better? Well, slightly nerfed in the early game. Well, that is not very different from having it in the wheel, though, is it? Yeah, exactly. It's kind of how it works already with the wheel, right? You get levels and you get +1 chain from it. I mean, the thing is about this implementation, I don't hate it. It just seems kind of arbitrary and not really like how Tibia spells work to have these weird breakpoints and improvements. Like, it's fine for me. If for me in a game like this, that would be a fine mechanic. It just seems out of place a little bit in Tibia because everything is so simple and basic, and bonuses to spells are either on gear or in the wheel, and that's kind of like, that's how it is. And sure, they can start reworking it and adding like hidden mechanics like this, but I don't think they will. I think can we read about the patch? No, there's no patch yet that we know about. It's going to be tomorrow after server save. Undeads are southeast. Yep. I'll go down a second. I think if they nerfed the chain, they got above this wave to make it way bigger. Yes, I do agree, actually. Flurry of Blows, the basic Flurry of Blows is total garbage. It's so bad. I wish I could just not use it at all. It feels terrible whenever I have to use that in my rotation. It's really, really horrible spell. Southeast, yes, right? It's this one there. Yep. Is the all right. It's way too small. That's what she said. Yeah, it's too small. You know what? It's way too small is one thing, and the other thing. Oh, by the way, I don't have the quest here. Do I need to get quest to progress to the next stage, or will I? Oh shit! I'll have to do some quest once I. Will I? I'll need to do the quest. God damn it! God damn it! Inside. Patch tomorrow warning. What does that mean? It means that they've announced there's going to be a patch tomorrow, or there's going to be a maintenance, right? So we are just basically worried that there's going to be a nerf. You can hunt outside the season. Yes, but specifically this is it Fanfarek? Is that your name? Fanfarek was like recommending -2 for like ages and ages on the stream, and I promised I'd go hunt it, so I kind of want to go to -2. Let me pull up the quest. I don't think it's very difficult, is it? This access. Which one is this? Ashfalor? That the one? Yes. All right. Let's just do the quest. Probably means I can't read chat for a few minutes. Okay. Sorry guys. I'm gonna look at the spoiler. And get access, and then I'll read the messages after. Okay. By the way, I don't need Dwarven Ring here now, right? They rebalanced it. Okay. Here you pick up the. I think I'm just gonna run it. Or maybe a mistake, but I think I'm gonna run it. Hop. Hey. Yo. I just claimed this respawn. Chico. Chico. And where was I supposed to go? Go. Or did I claim the... Is this Undead Seal on Discord? I'm presuming this is Undead Seal. Who's this? Napster. I'm going to message them in a minute. Anyway, it looks like they're hunting here, not -2 anyway. Let's just carry on. They're on -2. I'm gonna investigate. And what now? I need some vampire teeth here. Head south where you find some ashes. Use the ashes to find Oh, here. Is this it? All right. Now I have everything. Okay. All the items in possession go down the hole. The safe area. All right. On the southeast corner of the dried well. Here, isn't it? This it? Dried well, southeast corner. Okay. Turn off the torch. Okay, I think that's it. Where's the next area? Here. All right. All right. Okay, we're on -2 now. Let's read some of the messages. Why nerf monks? And the point of them to become the same level as the other vocations? Yeah, well, they're stronger than other vocations. Don't need dwarven rings. Okay. -2 is for pussies. You can go -1 and break my heart, baiting my raw XP. Do you think Soul swerved 12 KTC? Holy, no. I paid 4.5 KTC for mine this week, and I even thought that was like, you know, expensive. Souls are not that good unless you're like team hunting Ice Library desperately, and you desperately need them. Then, you know, okay, but generally speaking, no. All right, I don't think it's gonna be better than Nagas, but could be wrong. Oh. What, this place? Oh, I don't expect this place to be anywhere near as good as Nagas. I'm here mostly for like testing and bestiary. Anyway, it looks like those guys were -1. Hunting unclaimed. Yikes, with Chico in chat. You know, I didn't see anything. All right, let's see how this goes. So this is supposed to be the bestiary. I know. I know somebody's told me that before, but I've been saying bestiary for like a decade, and also it just seems like it should be bestiary, you know. So I think I'm just going to continue saying it wrong and own it. All right, don't get don't get too arsey about it. There isn't a claim for that floor. Yeah, so maybe it just needs to be split into 2 floors. I'm sorry. I clearly a very important topic to you. I do apologize that you're so offended by my mispronunciation of bestiary. Is that right? If a higher level RP hunts here, do they need more than 1 floor? I doubt it. You could ask Fiery Soul if he's streaming still. He probably knows. Except I'm not sure that he's a very reliable, knowledgeable Tibia player. Although he seems to be hunting here like his whole life, so he should know. He should know. It definitely probably skipped this section, right? It seems like a bit of a dead end. But so far seems pretty easy. I saw Madron did some dumb numbers. Okay, well, I'm not sure we want to start using Mazarin as the benchmark for what's possible, and how to split hunting ground, you know? But okay, this so far so good. All right, looks like, looking at the map, looks like this is the lap. Although I feel like I should focus a little bit. Like I'm really taking it easy so far because it seems so easy, but I still feel like these monsters can hurt, you know, if I stop paying attention too much. And I'll have like, yeah, okay. Let's maybe pause a bit. Yeah, for sure. Let's pause a bit. I know you're testing, but that's not the route. What you mean, the south section, like there, in the bottom right? Yeah, I figured that's not the route. I still wanted to sort of explore though. You think they'll release update teasers every day or every week? I think they'll release one. Well, they released one today. I think they'll release one on Thursday. And I think next week they'll release them on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then that'll be that 5 teasers done by next Friday. Confirmed. You can quote me on that. If you put yourself in a bad spot, these health layers will send you to temple? Yes. I don't disrespect the health layers, don't worry. Oh, here's a Vexicle. Okay, first one. I'm just gonna do a full lap of the whole floor and then deduce the route based on that. I wonder if I can wall box here easily. I feel like this is the problem. This is what happened on the test server to me, by the way. I was like just kiting. And then I found myself with like 20. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm dead. The fucking paralyzed. The paralyzed got me. Fun! Where's this guy? Where's this guy? That's Fun Farek! I knew it! I knew it! I fucking knew it. I knew it. Oh my god. Oh. How much XP do we lose? About 70% of the level. God damn it. The paralyzed. Almost a full block. Yes. Oh, yeah. Didn't expect that you'll be pushing that hard. I've never hunted there in my life. I don't know. I don't know how hard I can push. But and you know what? It's funny because I was just talking about the test server, and that's exactly what happened on the test server. I end up with like 20 monsters. And they've done me. And this happened literally again. I can't stop myself from pushing too hard. Oh well, never mind. Fucking paralyzed. But the problem is, if the paralyzed is so hard, you can't exactly kite. And the monk thrives on kiting. you're kind of forced to wall box with such strong paralyzers. But wall boxing is never going to be that good, right? God damn it. Oh. Enchant your boots. Nah. Well, here we go. Bless run. Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to hunt there for like a prolonged time, when I actually decide that it's time to do Undead Dragon Bestiary, sorry, then I'm gonna imbue with the anti-paralyze. Well, I haven't died in over 100 levels, right? The previous one was at 368, I think. 104 levels it was. Whatever. We were due. We were due a death. I'll take it. Never go diagonal? I don't think I went diagonal, did I? Did I go diagonal? I don't remember now. I felt like it wasn't actually... Was it? Maybe I did do diagonal. Did I? Okay, fine. It's a diagonal then, isn't it? Oh, God. Nothing against you, but that death gave me so much joy. Oh, hello. Hello, Vitrol. Don't ask. Don't ask. Okay, diagonal. All right, well, classic diagonal paralyze claims another victim. You got Spade Lion Claw for sale? Nope. No, I sold Moonspade at level 300. And the Inferniac Claw was borrowed from somebody. So it wasn't mine to sell anyway. You know what? Should have known. I should have known that there was something in the air. This morning, first, there was that EXP boost thing where I got myself trapped. I swear we had another one at some point where I had to like get out of a trap as well. And now this. Maybe I should have been using Exura Grand to save mana. Maybe. Don't you start Arva. It's alright, Funfarak, you don't have to worry. It was my decision to go there. And I died there twice now. Once on the test server and once on live. Third time's the charm. Next time I'm going to go there, I'm going to actually focus. Next time I go there, I'm going off stream, okay? Next time I go there, I'm going off stream and I'm actually going to learn the place and test its limits. Second food you would have lived? Yeah, I know. I went with NPC food actually. I don't have hotkeys on the cupcakes. I should, to be honest. Would SSAs and might rings not have helped in the situation? I think with the paralyzers and me moving around, probably not. I think SSAs and might rings work well in like a full box scenario where you're not moving. But if you're getting paralyzed and trying to move out of a box, SSAs and might rings aren't going to be like gain equipped properly. Okay, fine. Thanks, Spanfarek. Yes, that'll cover the cost. It won't cover the emotional damage, though. How about emotional reparations? All right, this place, I don't know what level I want to go there again. Maybe 500. Maybe 500. We'll try again at level 500. I don't think the Sanguine Trousers is necessarily going to help all that much. 2% extra fist, 2% extra physical should help somewhat. Never mind. We've got our blessings, at least. I'm sure you know, until that point, until I went too crazy, until I lost my damn mind and I was like, I'm a monk, I can survive. Until that point, it was actually fairly easy and okay. I can see that would have been alright. I can see that would have been a fine hunt. Raffle with 5 gifted subs. Well, thank you very much, Raffle. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Legend. How much did you give for Soul Garb? 6.5 KTC. What if we are nerfed before 500? After tomorrow's patch level 900? Maybe. Let's see. Thank you, Raffle. Thank you, thank you. Okay, well, I guess I don't actually know what I want to do now. Let me cancel that. Claim. I'm not going there. Not going there again. It's PoE GSF. Yeah, this is PoE GSF is the private league we run in for Path of Exile. If anybody wants to join, the 3.26 Path of Exile 1 league started on Friday in a slightly smaller group of people. Yeah, you can just don't slide diagonal. You know, it's easy to say don't go diagonal, but I use diagonals all the time. It's like I would have to unbind Q, E, Z, and C not to do diagonals. Okay, it's stronger than me. Oh. I think we're gonna have enough slots. I spoke to Vjasco, and Vjasco said that we can get up to like we can get more slots if needed. And anyway, if we need slots, we can just always buy more. Don't worry. Oh dear. All right. So what now? What now? What now? What do we do next? Let's have a look at bestiary tracker. I hate you, dude, whoever told me I pronounced it wrong, because now I feel like I can't even say the word anymore. I'm so self-conscious about saying it wrong. Let's check the charm progression tracker. Alright. We're not going to Azzilon again. Were crocodiles we're not doing because we're waiting for full moon. We have feral sphinxes, nibblemores, manticore, hasm spawns. Do we go Warzone 4 for a quick chill? Maybe. Is anybody on Warzone 4? Let me have a look. No. Let's go Warzone 4, I think. Progress this a little bit. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. I'll probably stream another hour. How much experience do we need? 2.2 million. Okay, so we can go and maybe hit level 472 in Warzone 4. Not super fun, but there is 0% chance risk of me dying in Warzone 4. I'm totally not jinxing it. Jinxing does not exist. It's not a thing. I'm joining the PoE League. Cool. Yeah, feel free to join. Finish Nibblemore goes fast. Yeah, I know Nibblemores go fast. But I also want to finish Candy Horrors. Yeah, maybe we'll go there afterwards. I don't know. Let's go Warzone 4 for a bit. I feel like Warzone 4 for about an hour. Maybe we'll go Chocolate Mines for a bit afterwards. Don't know. Okay. All right. I haven't been to Warzone 4 in a little while. I want to see what the results are like there. Now. We can push 4KK Raw. Maybe I'll die on kick. Maybe. Maybe. How about MOTA? I was curious about that spot. We have done MOTA before. Museum of Tibian Arts, right? I'm guessing you mean that one. The Furies and Floating Savant. Yeah, we've done that respawn. It was fine. I think it was around 4KK raw when I tried it, which is fine. But nothing special really. Go with GMPs for Warzone 4. I don't even know if Warzone 4 is not going to be a zero supply hunt, to be honest. Maybe a zero supply hunt. Oh, hello. Are these going for like one of these are going for Warzone run. When do you think you can go Floating Savants as Paladin? I don't know that it's ever going to be good on a Paladin. I don't think I've ever seen a Paladin hunting there in any capacity. Not bringing 100 ultimates just in case. I've got 42. I've got 42 with me, just in case. But I don't anticipate needing them, to be honest. What about flimsies? Nah. I finished flimsies. My best cherry. Dogma, I hope that you're aware that when you're not here in chat tomorrow, I'm going back to calling it a bestiary. All right. Go freakish lost soul completed. Almost. Almost. One day, I'm sure one day I'll do it. Yeah, Floating Savants was fine, but it was nothing special. Oh. All right, I guess we'll go for zero hunt analyzer. Let's reset this minus 7KK gain analyzer. Don't want to see that. And yeah, let's go for zero supply hunt, I guess, and see if it works, see if it's possible. I haven't tried it here yet, but I don't see why it wouldn't be possible. And switch to Exura Gran. But why don't you guys remind me after we finish here to switch back to Spirit Mend as my default healing hotkey? That would be very appreciated. Thank you. Knew I could count on you. Ah, that was funny though. That was funny. This realization I was hunting Plague Seal for an hour with with Exura Gran. Ah. It's a weird lava lurker here. Somebody must have pulled it here. You don't normally come this far. Ah, what an eventful day. This is one pull I'm not sure about, whether I need to go here and do this one. I guess we'll do it. 6 chasm spawns. Pretty good, I guess. Yeah, clearly this is perfectly doable for no supplies. Is Drachiku better than Umbral Qatar? Well, one is energy based, one is physical. The better comparison point would be Pair of Iron Fists versus Umbral. And still Pair of Iron Fists is better. Because it has 2 imbue slots. The imbue slots are very important. The Umbral Qatar suffers from not having enough imbue slots. One attack on weapon equals 2 fists? Yeah, maybe, but it has fewer imbue slots. Each imbue slot equals 20 fist. Is this shielding a useless thing? Yeah, pretty much. It's not technically useless, but for all intents and purposes, it's useless. So just don't really think or worry about it. Just let it be. I know it'll give you some defense, but you know, don't worry. Don't think about it. Hey, I have 80 monk, hardly making any profit. When will it change? Around level 200. You're not going to be making any profit at this level with any vocation, really. At 200, you get your destruction weapon, you imbue it, and you are making giga profits from then everywhere. But you do need to get to that level. I mean, it's possible that you'll do some profits at like level 100 if you go for specific spots. Like Sunken Quarter is probably a bit of profit. Edron Orc Cult's definitely profitable as well. The question is whether that's where you want to go. But yeah, level 200 is around when a profit really starts kicking off. But pure damage one attack is better, but I guess you imbue mana as well. Yeah, just imbues just make it way more comfortable and easier to play. So yeah, I mean, yeah, for pure, if you were not using imbuements, then obviously the Umbral Qatar is pretty good. But, you know, the meta game in 2025 is to use as many imbues as possible, and they are, you know, very valuable. Less useless than fishing. Well, you never know. People were saying that fist fighting was useless not that long ago, and look at us now. Cheaper to maintain one imbue weapon? Yeah, I mean, cheaper to not maintain any imbues at all. Why even use imbues, right? Just hunt with no imbues, even cheaper. Fisherman vocation. I think what was the other vocation that they said they were deciding between it was a bard, like a musical vocation. I have no idea how that would have worked in Tibia, but I don't think the bard would have been using a fishing skill though. What makes the monk self-sustainable? Low mana cost, high damage, both is too strong. It's a combination of damage avoidance through being a chitin vocation, plus the self-heal every time it uses an ability. And also it benefits from imbuements a lot because of its high base damage spells. Like the higher damage your spells are, the more they leech. And obviously the monk has very powerful spells with like low AoE and few targets hit. So also benefits greatly from imbuements overall. Still use it for the characters that exist already? True. I guess, true. Hi, Big Monk. Hunting for Monk, 180, skill, 83. Stunken Quarter, probably. Edron Heroes, still okay. Kind of low skill. You can maybe go Grim Reapers, to be honest. I think I was probably hunting Grim Reapers with not much higher skill than that. Fishing rod to attack just like Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Does he attack with a fishing rod? I haven't read Hunter x Hunter in a long time. I think he did, but like at the start of the manga though, right? He wasn't using the fishing rod towards the end. Yes, Rich. Like, I don't want to die again, so I'm just going for like the easiest spot possible, right? I've lost all confidence in my abilities. We'll be hunting Warzone 4 and Chocolate Mines for the next 2 days. Especially if we get nerfed tomorrow. If we get nerfed tomorrow. Last time we got nerfed, I died twice within 30 minutes of the patch. I do not want the repeat of that tomorrow, so if we are genuinely nerfed tomorrow, I am definitely starting with like easier respawns. You died, yes. Hey. No need to be like that. Yes, that's the joke. I think I'm pretty sure he's telling me to go die again. Can I see you dying? I think there's a clip somewhere out there. I haven't pinned it yet though. Maybe someone's still got a link. Yes, thank you for clarifying about the clip. Yes, I was hoping that's what you meant. Can you use fiendish spell there? Far to the northeast, difficulty medium. Whatever this is. Worker golem in Yamaha? No, I don't know what this is. Are we having a new story? No. I died on purpose to prevent the nerfs tomorrow. I hope you all appreciate it. Yep, I'm a martyr, indeed. Exactly. Taking one for the team. Somebody was asking me on Discord yesterday how much they have to pay for me to die on stream on purpose to prevent the nerf. I guess I'm going to reach out to that person and ask for my payment. Where is that place? What this? Where I'm now? This is Warzone 4. It's part of the Dangerous Depths quest line. Unless you mean the place I was looking at on the map for the Fiendish, in which case I don't actually know. I didn't recognize that place. If they nerf Monk, I quit. All right. Well, boy, do I have some news for you. What is the XP with 225 EXP boost? What, here? I think we can maybe push it to like 4kk raw, which at 225 would be 9kk, maybe at this level. But it's not. This is not an XP spot. Well, it's okay around like level 250 or 300 or something. Maybe die a few more times for good measure. I think one was enough. I think once is enough to get the point across to Tipsoft that we don't need a nerf. What level can you start hunting here as a monk? I think 250. I came here I think around 250 or so, and it was okay-ish. The main problem of this place is that you need a physical weapon, which is never a good thing. Whenever you need to use a physical weapon, it's a bit of a drawback. It's fine. This is honestly a bestiary spot. It's not really much else than that. And I'm missing elder worms and I'm missing chasm spawns, so may as well progress a bit after my previous hunt, my previous quarter of a lap at Undead Dragons. You are good on math. Well, I did study math, and everybody knows that when you study mathematics, they teach you good mental math skills. That's what the degree is about. Monks are now immune to paralyze. I mean, monks are pretty good against paralyze anyway because of the passive heal that they get. So it's almost, the least likely vocation to die to paralyze. But come on, Who of us has not died to a diagonal paralyze a few times, okay? I'm sure I'm not the first and I'm not the last Tibian to die to a nasty diagonal paralyze. You haven't, Tiger. Well, you must be an excellent, excellent player. Is it worth to train magic level offline as a monk? Nope. It's not worth to train magic level offline as anybody. Not even really worth to train magic level offline even as a mage. At a certain point, it's not even worth going to the offline statue. So, no. Yeah, I think an offline magic level training rebalance wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because it is stupid. Like, I think mages should get something through offline training. They just don't at the moment. Oh yeah. This is nice and relaxing. Nothing's paralyzing me here. Nothing's doing like 50% of my health every second. I like it. I might just hunt here all day tomorrow. 8 hours. This may be the only place I can hunt after the nerf. This may be the best place for the monk tomorrow. Level 470. We don't know. Retirement respawn. Yep. What experience are we doing? 3.6 raw. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of in line with what I expected. I thought maybe 4 would be possible, but I guess not. When do you think is going to be the test server? 2 weeks from now. Oh, late June. Watch streamer respawn. This is like the Saudi Arabian Football League of Tibia. All the washed pro players come and hunt here for the profit. I wish they gave something new for other classes together with nerfing monks. Would give breath of new air to other classes. I think they will. I think there is a vocation rebalance in the works. It's just not going to be now. It's not part of the summer update. I think as soon as they conclude the summer update, I think they will set the sights on a vocation rebalance of some sorts when they give new tools to all the other vocations. I'm fully anticipating that, but you're just gonna have to wait because I don't think it's gonna be. Not going to be happening for another 3 to 4 months, I would think. Going to tear up gnomish butts, but the price is still so inflated. How much are they these days? I thought they were like dropping from like every Warzone 4 to 6 run. Is that not the case anymore? Was that the hidden drop rate buff at the start that they were dropping so often? It felt like every Warzone 4 to 6 run somebody was getting no-mid foot wraps. Are we going to have some news about rebalancing the vocations not during the summer update? Yeah. No, obviously it won't be part of the summer update. It was never going to be part of the summer update. It's not how the content update works. How they work. But yeah, as soon as summer update is concluded, I think, you know, then they will keep an eye on the balancing of the summer update and balancing of the monk. But they will be working on a vocation rebalance, I would think. I think it's a bit of a pressing matter now. I think people are unhappy with how nice the monk feels to play and how modern it is. And they will need to give some tools to the other vocations to also feel like that. Yeah. Do I need to have done Pits of Inferno quest for level 100 shrine? No, but you do need to enter Pits of Inferno. Like somebody needs to open the gates for you. You don't strictly need to have complete Pits of Inferno though. And Pits of Inferno is further. Why not hunting those demons? Are you asking about Inferno? Azzilon? We hunted Azzilon plenty today. And you clearly skipped me hunting on the dragons for a little bit. Very short bit. Didn't like the respawn very much, so I changed to Warzone 4. What's the best EXP you found at the moment? I think Nagas. Probably still up there. Nagas plus Cobra Bastion are the top two. Around 7kk raw at the moment. "12 minutes to level. We'll stay here another 12 minutes. And then I may just end the stream." I'm kind of tired. Been streaming a lot today. So yeah, I think we'll regain our level. Yeah, 12 minutes according to the analyzer. And then probably call it. I'm tired. And we definitely will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. What time should I start the stream tomorrow? Because if there's the patches, well, I guess I can start at 10 and we can just have 20 minutes of guessing what the patch is gonna include and then review the patch notes together. 6:30. Yeah. No. I think my neighbors would probably be not so happy with me streaming at 6:30. Is that with praise? No. Whenever someone asks me for, you know, EXP rates, it's always without praise. It's usually with charms though. Charms is usually like, charms is the expected thing to have, right? But praise, I never quote values with praise because it's too expensive. How about the 12-hour streams? Nope, there was not enough interest for that, and I didn't really want to do them anyway. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can hack 12 hours anymore. I find myself that if I do a 3-4 hour stream, I'm already like getting really tired. I don't know why. Maybe I talk too much. Maybe I should, you know, not reply to as many questions and I could stream for longer, but then the quality of the stream would be lower. So I guess you'll have to deal with me in shorter bursts, you know, 3-4 hours at a time. But hopefully, relatively good quality streams, I hope. Monk support group tomorrow. Yeah, might be needed. suicide hotline. Oh. Did Tipsoft tell you what's coming in the patch? No, they didn't. I told them what to put in it. Come on. Did they tell me? Who do you think they are? I haven't played Tibia for 15 years. Would you recommend to go Knight or Monk? Honestly, for like somebody coming back to the game after so long, there's not going to be that much difference. I think Monk is probably a bit more fun and easier to understand than the EK if you're going to play a fair amount. The amount of potions that you have to drink on the EK is horrible, and it's not super enjoyable because of that. Streamer fun before retirement. I'm not retiring just yet. It was my birthday the other week, but I'm not quite so old as to properly retire just yet. Maybe you're a dad and lost your ability of gaming for 4+ hours. Maybe, but you know what? Even when I used to stream a little bit like 5 years ago or whatever, whenever it was, before I had any kids, even back then, after like streaming for like 3-4 hours, I'd get really exhausted. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know how people stream for like those 12, 16, 18 hours. It's so exhausting to me. I'm really happy I have my, corporate office job, because it's 100 times easier than streaming the whole day. Way less exhausting. Oh, I can hack a 12-hour stream during PoE launch. Yeah, okay, that's an exception, Tiger. That's an exception. Are you gonna join our private league, Tiger? Kind of corporate job. I'm a software engineer in a financial company. Bit of financial analysis, bit of risk analysis, modeling, but largely just a software engineer. Building software for big banks. 80 gems revealed to only have 2 full HP gems. Oh, you don't need any more. Be happy with your 2 gems. It's plenty. That is some bad luck. I think there's on average like 1 every 20 or something, right? Oh no. I should retire. I should definitely retire. I missed the orange plasma collar, and now we don't have a 0 supply analyzer anymore. The standards are slipping significantly. Can you work for Tipsoft so you make MS playable? They have extremely strict requirements for who can work on them, and they expect you to relocate to their German city, which I'm not so keen on. I like it plenty where I live, and I wouldn't like to move. If Tipsoft had a remote-only position, I would probably consider it. Although I don't think they would like to hire me due to my public persona. I think that wouldn't actually be that healthy for the studio itself. So, unlikely. What do they code in? I don't actually know. I don't even know what Tibia is written in. Isn't it like Lua or something? Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. God, I probably don't want to know. C++, really? Okay, all right, fine. That's it's not so bad then.
Put in. I'm trying to put anything in that comes later. I'm taking it on.
Not much of a PoE guy. I like min-maxing, but spend 80% of my time in a Google spreadsheet isn't my kind of game. I think that's a somewhat of an exaggeration. I mean, if you're not a build creator, you just grab a build, you stick it into the build application, and you just follow it. I mean, and you play 90% of the time. I think this Excel simulator that people think of and around PoE, it's not really the case. Maybe it was back in the day, and maybe it is if you really want to create like your own build from scratch, but majority of players don't play like that. PoE is just an extension to POB. Yeah, kinda. PoE is just the actual simulator to POB. POB is the game, right? What people used to say. I don't even spend that much time in POB. I have my build and I just refer to it for free when I'm leveling. That's about it. At which level do you think Overflux and Overpower will be good for a monk? Overpower already starting to be good. I've already unlocked it, and I think it's probably got a few spots where it would be good. Like I think on like a Frazzle more maybe it would be good already. Overflux, not ever, or not at any reasonable level. Maybe by the time you're like level 2000 or something, Overflux maybe is okay, but not really. Overpower is already okay, and it's just definitely going to be very good by the time you're like level 600-700. How many charms is a good amount to focus on hunts only? How many charm points is a good amount to focus on hunts only? Huh. Am I tired, or does that question not make that much sense? If you're asking how many charms you should have at a certain point in the game, then I suggest you share your level. Generally speaking, I think it's good to aim for give or take 1000 charm points per 100 levels at least. And then that increases the higher level you are. So, you know, by the time, if you're level 300, 3000 charm points is probably okay. By the time you're level 500, you probably want a bit more than 5000, maybe 6000. By the time you level, 800, you probably want 11, 12,000, something like that. When you record video on Mirror after nerf, Virtue of Harmony. I must be tired. I must be tired because these questions are not making very much sense to me. Don't you get mana equal to Paladin? No, we get less mana than Paladins. And when I hunt Mirror today, I use Virtue of Justice. I would use Virtue of Justice, not Virtue of Harmony. If that was the question. I'm guessing that may have been the question. Okay, so now I understand. Now I understand the question. I'm sorry. How many charm points is a good amount to focus on hunts only? I still don't know how you guys figured it out. Maybe I am tired, but yes. So the question is, how long should you focus on charm only hunts before progressing to like just EXPing? Okay, would that be a fair translation of the question? yeah, I guess on the monk, you probably want to focus at least 4,000 to get low blow and savage blow. Maybe a little bit more than that. But yeah, generally speaking, once you have like 6, 7, 8,000 points, you're probably sorted. For example, for me on the monk now, I have 9,200. And that basically has all my charms that I wanted. Like, I would be okay not getting a single other charm point ever again. And it'd be fine. Like, my next charms now that I'm going to get are tier 3 low blow and tier 3 savage blow, each for 4,000 points. So I need 8,000 points for that. So it's going to take me like forever to get that now. So I'm not really thinking about it much. Yeah, it really depends how much you like, you know, charming and stuff. But yeah, somewhere around 6, 7, 8,000 points is usually a good amount to have. Oh, is the video from Mirror from before the nerf? Well, that depends if I'm using Virtue of Harmony or not. If I'm using Virtue of Harmony, then it's from before the nerf. If I'm using Virtue of Justice, then it's past the nerf. I guess it's probably from before the nerf. But with regards to numbers, like the last nerf that we had, the nerf to the Virtue of Harmony, and then we just switched from that to Virtue of Justice and the Chain Penance wheel. Honestly, there was like no downgrade in the results. So like any of the videos that I recorded pre-nerf in Virtue of Harmony, just switch to Virtue of Justice, and you're going to be doing basically the same numbers. That nerf was very, very small ultimately. Yeah, if I was using Virtue of Harmony, then, but you know, this is also the reason that I don't talk about which virtue to use when I record the video. So yeah, if you watch the video, I'm using Virtue of Harmony there, but I didn't talk about it in the video because I don't know which virtue is going to be good now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now. So generally speaking, do not use my videos as a guide to decide which virtue is good, because there's so much rebalancing going on at the moment still, that there's a reason I don't talk about it in my videos, and it's that because I don't know what it's going to be a few months from now. Right now, in Mirror, I'll use Virtue of Justice, but, you know, ask me tomorrow at 11 a.m., the answer might be different, right? Show Wheel of Destiny. 1 second. We're about to leave anyway. I've just hit the level. That's not a good window. Don't like that one. Oh yeah, you wanted to see it, right? So I have Ascetic, tier 1 Ascetic, plus smaller gem here, and +1 Chain Penance in here. Yes, quests are covered in the Monk guides. If you watch my Monk guides, 8 to 50, 50 to 90, 90 to 150, all the quests that you should be looking at are covered in there. I once hear from Spar that gain like 4 to 6k charms is not so hard, it's just time. But getting from 6 to 10 takes almost double time, something like that. Yeah, I mean, the more charms you have, the slower it goes, right? Although, you know, you should probably be picking up more and more levels and be faster and faster, so some of those easier charms should actually go a bit quicker. Yeah. Is low blow and savage blow used interchangeably on monsters which have low HP? Generally speaking, yes. They are very, very similar power-wise. However, low blow is a bit better. So usually what I do is I just put low blow on the more common monster and savage blow on the like second slightly less common monster. However, the low HP thing, Dope Blood, subscriber Prime, thank you very much. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, Doped. However, the low HP thing is not really applicable on the Monk. Like on Monk, you just use it on like every creature. Honestly, the level at which you stop using low blow and savage blow is the health level at which you stop using them is very high. Like I was sure when I went to Falcons that I'm going to be using elemental charms, but crit charms were still better. So yeah, Again, that only applies today. Ask me tomorrow at 11 and that may be different. If we get massive damage nerf, then low blow and savage blow power level also goes down with our power level, so that may change. Oh. Alright, I'm tired, my dudes. Oh, is it much different for RP? Yes, it's slightly different on RP. RP has slightly lower damage with like diamond arrows, so relatively speaking, low blow and savage blow are a little bit weaker on the paladin compared to elemental charms, because the elemental charms do not care how much the diamond arrow deals. It just deals percentage of the monster's health, right? I have 60 charm points at level 75, so I should only be using low blow and savage blow. Yes, in my opinion, yes, I would just go for low blow, savage blow, and probably freeze and zap. Or maybe like, yeah, probably freeze and zap. Or maybe freeze and then save for divine wrath. Maybe something like that. I thought elemental charms are generally better. Oh, it's not as simple as that. On paladin, elemental charms are usually a bit better. But for the EK and monk, at least, low blow and savage blow are really, really great. Because they scale very well with like the melee single attack and also like high hitting spells. Paladin is a little bit different. Still good. Low blow and savage blow is still good on them, but kind of a little bit more niche. Whereas on the monk and the EK, you can almost certainly say when at whichever respawn you go to, you're going to use low blow and savage blow. On the paladin, it's a bit more like, yeah, low health monsters, that kind of thing. It's a little bit more complicated. All right, my dudes. I'm very tired. I'm gonna end the stream. Probably gonna go to bed soon. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, of course, around 10 a.m. Server save, and we'll see. All right, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna raid. Let's have a look. We're probably going to raid Lee Ragnarsson. I see he's. How long has he been streaming? 2 hours. Is he still going to play a bit? Yeah, we can probably raid Lee. I quite like Lee. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. See you tomorrow at 10 for the patch, and I'll be there. And yeah, we'll analyze any possible patch notes. And yeah, let's say hello to Lee. Well, I like Lee Dogma, so I'm going to raid Lee. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being here as always. See you next time. Bye bye.